What's good? What's good? It's a new month. Happy Moon Day to the family. Start up here in a few seconds. Hopefully they don't interfere with me today. We should be good. But how everybody doing? It's a new month. We made it through last month, right? Black Love Month. Now it's March Madness, right? So yeah, family, we finna time on in and get it started. We gonna touch back into the book. Answer a few questions before we actually go in and make it happen, family. Don't hold y'all up too long today. But I hope everybody doing alright, you know what I'm talking about. So let's go and start it up. What's up, family? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Crisis Counseling. How everybody doing? How everybody holding up? My brother say I gotta speak up, man. You should be able to hear me good on my end. If not, we gonna pull it up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? That way everybody can get me up. Say it was okay. So yeah, family, we back. We back. Man, finna touch in some of these questions people been asking me, and we gonna touch back up on the book. So the volume good for y'all now? Should be. What's going on with you? Right. So let's go and get up in these questions because I know they've been wanting me to answer them for over the weekend, but really didn't want to, get back on right after. So Queen asked me, said, yeah, my 19-year-old son refuses to look for a job and he doesn't want to go to college. And she asked, should I continue supporting him or make him leave the house? Whew, that's a tough one right there. Cause with everything going on, uh, it's pretty rough, right? It's pretty rough. So, I forgot what they call it, the ultimatum. Give him that ultimatum, and hopefully he'll help you out. Cause I know it's crazy right now when it really ain't too many people working, right? It's really crazy, but I wouldn't say just kick them out or whatnot, or make them leave the house or whatnot. But eventually you're gonna have to man up and help around, right? If you want to be down. So, and as I always say, these are my answers to y'all questions, right? Uh, Faith Harrison said, "Do narcissists always have another partner right after you or during the time with you?" Said, "I feel like my ex pretends to make it look like it, but really doesn't." Man, that's another tough one as well. Cause when you're dealing with these type of people that you know, man, most people do go. They gonna have a backup plan. You know what I'm saying? Some of them be with you, and you just don't know. They probably be talking to these people behind your back, and that's just a tough one, man. All you can do is just eventually let it play out and everything will go, everything will come forth to the light, like we always say, anybody that has a ulterior motive, it's gonna be revealed regardless. So, you know, just take it for what it is, Faith. It'll eventually come forth, right? Let's see. Oh, Jeffrey. Okay. He said, "Why is my YouTube channel not growing? I've been making consistent vlogs for the past years since the pandemic, but I only." He said, but I only." Yeah, he must need to write that over again. But he say he get 10 to 30 views on that question, bro. Look, you just gotta do what you do, man. It took me years, man. Like I said, and I still only, get certain amount of views. If you worried about the views, then you're gonna go crazy, bro. That's all I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. He actually didn't say what he vlogging, right? But whatever you vlogging, bro, just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And eventually the views will go up if you doing what you love, right? If you doing what you love. So don't give up. Just be glad you getting some kind of views, right? But we ain't worried about the views. We have 1, 2 people up in here. It don't matter, right? So let's go to the next question. With Dennis. Okay, yeah, he young. He said I'm 12. My parents have been divorced for 5 years, and I live at both houses. I want to live with my dad full time. How do I tell my mom? Bro, you young, man. So hey, if you wanna move with your pops, just tell your mom how you feel and do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? She gonna tell you how she feel about it. But you still young, so just be appreciative that you got both of your parents, right? Cause I can remember, man, I ain't have none of my parents, right? None of them. So I was when I got into it with my auntie, I go to my grandma's house. Then when I get into it with my grandma, right back to my auntie house, right? So you just you still young, man. Just you know what I'm saying. Tell her how you feel about the situation, and see what she say, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Mike, he said, "How do I stop myself from getting resentful due to struggles of life and not torture decent people around me for the things they haven't done?" Yeah, that's a good question right there, Mike. Bro, all you can do is I always said, man, expectations is the number one killer, man. You gotta lower them expectations, right? Especially with, you being a man. I know how it feel when, you supposed to be the provider and all of these different things, and you expect for you to get something back, right? So, just be real with the people around you and let them know what you expecting, you know what I'm saying? And if they can't live it up to those expectations, then you know what time it is. You know, it's only a friends with benefits type of thing, right? So that's all you can do, bro. Cause I done been there, man. Where you expecting more from somebody, or just at least enough for them to match your energy, right? Cause it get tough. It get tough when you doing everything and you providing and you doing everything and you ain't getting the love back. So as Ken Billion said, it gotta be a fair exchange, right? So yeah, just let them know how you feel. Don't put them through some stuff, cause they ain't doing what you expecting them to do, right? So I hope that answered your question, Mike. Let's go to the next one I had. Yeah, what's happening, Richard? What's up with everybody, family? Uh, I know, like I said, most of y'all be having these crazy names. So let's just go to the question. Have you ever been shunned or disowned by your whole family at the same time? Oh, he got two questions in there. Okay, I'm gonna answer that first one. Yeah, man. We call it the black sheep of the family, right? Man, you gonna get disowned and shunned when you going through life and you trying to, find and remember who you are. So, you know, of course I have, man, at the same time, right? Then he's asked, was it repairable? Oh, he got three questions. Okay, was it repairable? I mean, as you grow up and you on, you know what I'm saying, you wing away from, this whole family thing, man. Yes, it can be repaired, right? We say it all the time. In order to understand all, you must forgive all, right? You must forgive all. So anything can be repaired, man, if you want it to be, but you can't force it. And ask me what happened. Um, Eventually, you're gonna go your separate ways. You're gonna bump heads with family members. All you can do is dust the dirt off your shoulder, and let it be what it is. If they love you for who you are, they gonna keep messing with you, bro. For real. Um, let's see. Another person asked, "Why is the law of attraction so difficult to apply?" Man, that's a good question. It really ain't difficult to apply. It's just you gotta shut off the thoughts, right? You gotta shut off the thoughts and use your visualization, use your imagination, and you'll start seeing things that you put in your mind, you imaginate, right? Ken Billions was sharing a follow video the other day. I shared it. Check it out if you haven't, right? What's happening, Tim, up in here, man? What's happening, family? But yeah, when it deal with the law of attraction, you just gotta stop thinking so much, right? Put it out there and know it's coming. Know it's coming. Know it's coming. For real. See, okay, I could say that name. Uriel. He asked, what can I do to be happy in life? I feel unwanted and unloved. Man, man, happiness is just a figment of your imagination, man. As we talked in the last show, most of the things and the people you think that's making you happy is basically you, right? And if you don't feel happy around certain people, it's because that's your body letting you know they they bringing that negative energy around you, that lower vibration around you, and that's why you feel unhappy, right? You feel unwanted because, as I said earlier, you gotta cut back those expectations in people, right? Because if they generally mess with you, they gonna mess with you regardless, right? Not it might not be every day, right? You can call them every day or text them every day. They ain't gonna text you every soon as they see the message, right? Or text you every 5 minutes when you text them, right? So you just gotta cut back on that, bro, and start learning and doing what you love, right? Doing what you love, and eventually you'll attract your tribe, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. All right, let's go to the next one. Um, Said now that literally everything is offensive, how do we communicate? That's a good question as well. Now that literally everything is offensive, how do we communicate? Man, you just gotta tell it what it is, right? Yeah, like Tim say, to be totally happy and free is personal, right? It comes from within, right? It comes from within. So when you dealing with trying to communicate with people, of course, people gonna get offensive when when you say something they don't like, right? So you just gotta find somebody that's actually worth talking to and talk to them. Stop trying to talk to these people that get all offensive when, they don't agree with everything you say, or vice versa. So keep going, man. Just keep, it's always so many people in the world, man. You'll find the right people to communicate with. So let's continue. Paul said, "This world is unjust. Why can I still live in this world?" Bro, he said, "This world is unjust. Why can I still live in this world?" The question is, how can you still live in the world? I guess that's what he meant. Simply, man, you just gotta block some stuff out, right? You just gotta block some stuff out. You gonna see the madness every day. You gonna see the unjustness every day. The world ain't fair, man. It ain't fair. So if you worried about that stuff every day, you'll go crazy. I know. I was seeing the video of the brother, yeah, from Dallas. When the winter storm was going down, this man was at Walmart, right, working at Walmart, and he was trying to get him a Uber ride home, but he was like, "Fuck it," wasn't nobody trying to come pick him up because of the snow and the ice out there, right? And he just walking home. He ain't had no coat on or nothing. And I guess somebody called the police on the man, and he was just walking home. And eventually, the police came, messing with the man. Didn't know he was coming from his job, and they basically locked the brother up just for walking home. He was walking on the roads because those sidewalks was froze, right? And so he crying about the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? And they was just fucking with the man like, "What you doing out here?" So check it out, man. You go crazy watching all this crazy mess out there in the world that's going on. You just gotta take it for what it is and focus on what you wanna see. Cause what you looking at every day, as I always say, if you ain't got the fortitude to watch that shit and not get emotional over it, then don't watch it. Don't focus on it. Yeah, I got a few more questions and we gonna tap on it in the book. Okay, Matthew Bates, he said, "What's the most valuable thing in life that you've given up to be where you are now?" The most valuable thing I've given up in life. I talk about it all the time, man. Me moving from my little hometown in my state and basically, giving up everything there to, start all over, man. That changed my whole life, my whole point of view on, my perspective on life, man. Cause this world is big, man. And if you get stuck on, you know, being afraid to step outside the box and do something out the norm, right? You know, your life won't seem as valuable as you want it to be, right? They'll tell you it's about money and all that. It's about, taking those risks that you wanna take, but deep down you scared to take them. And so that's all I can tell you, my brother, on that one, cause eventually you'll find your path, right? What Tim say, depending on what world, right? Exactly. Each and every one of each and every one of our worlds are different, right? You know what I'm saying? We all in our own little world, our own little universe, right? They chill with each other on a daily basis. So in my world, I'm God, right? And I direct the path. Not saying I'm better than anything else positive, right? I see myself as one of the gods, right? And that's what you gotta do. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta dig deep, cause all the stuff they tell us, we believed it. They told us that we were sinners. Told us that our ancestors were slaves, and then we had to break those curses, right? All those spells they put on us to make us believe, the okey doke what they done told us in school. So Yeah, family, that's it on the questions. Y'all know, hit me up. We finna go and get off into this book though, man. Finish off where we left off. And that's the can astral projection be proven, right? Oh yeah, yeah. 15 years of study. You know what I'm saying? Like it took me dang near 30 years to figure out, and remember who I was. Cause I was so busy on everybody else's perspective on how they see me, right? So depending on how bad you want it, you know, or how much you don't want it is how long it's gonna take, right? So let's go and get off into it, family. There are studies that have been conducted to prove whether astral projection is real, right? They usually involve putting a random object someplace where the subject can't see, right? Then asking the subject to project, fly to the location, and then report on what they see, right? It's a good experiment, but when subjects are successfully able to report on the object, some skeptics say it doesn't prove they projected, right? It just proves they're telepathic or can read someone's minds or able to do remote viewing, right? And then, yeah, he said, hey, that's not bad either, right? But I don't understand why people want proof. The most reliable way to prove astral projection is real is to learn to do it yourself, right? Like we always say, family, it always starts with you. I'm not sure we can have a iron cloud reliable tool that can measure astral projection. If you need proof in order to attempt it, you may be waiting a long time, right? Because as I said last show, this stuff was happening to me, and I ain't know, I knew what was going on, but I ain't know what they was calling it or none of that stuff until I found out for myself. My recommendation is to do it yourself and see how you feel. One of the best proofs I've had in my own life happened one night. Yeah, he going into his little experience while I was in my teens and still living at home. I woke up inside my body, sensed some evil presence in my home, and decided to go investigate. And then he said I lift up out of my body, flew down the hall and down my L-shaped stairs. Just as I turned the corner, I saw my father walking up the stairs with no time to stop. I flew right through him. I took note of the time when I got back to my body, and the next morning, my dad reported hearing strange flapping sounds in the house. He got up and investigated and went downstairs. He was coming up the stairs at the exact time I flew through him. This is not uh, in, in, uh, infutable proof, nor am I claiming it is. But when you can report on things other people are doing and you had no idea they were doing them, that's fairly good evidence, at least for yourself. Cause I know, man, I like I said, I used to do these things all the time, and I had went into somebody else's dream world, right? And this shit was, and they had told me and everything. That shit was crazy. I'm like, man, I was dreaming about you last night. And they didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know what was going on, right? So yeah, let's continue. One day, science will catch up and develop tools we can use to test our theories. In the meantime, if you want to play science, go study science, right? If you want to astral project, learn to do it and experience it. Experiment yourself or with friends. One great experiment is for one person to randomly select a card from a deck of cards and play it. And Yeah, and play it on the night table by their bed, right? Face up. Then have your friend who is a master astro traveler fly to your house and look at the card and report it back to you the next day. Keep a log, right, of your efforts and see what you find. Let's make sure we still live, man, cause they already interfering again. It's wild, man. But yeah, okay, we still live then. I still see the comments going. So let's go and continue and finish up this chapter here. Yes, sir. Uh, we shouldn't ask, yeah, who shouldn't astro project, right? Goes off into it. Although I believe astral projection can be safely enjoyed by anyone, there are some conditions under which he feel right a person should think long and hard before attempting to learn this skill. People on certain medications, right? If you are on any medication that causes drowsiness, suppressed breathing, or hallucinations, you should not astral project while you're on those drugs. During astral projection, you may encounter situations that require you to get back to your body quickly, right? Uh, Turn on a light or stay very alert. If your body drags you back down into a sleep state, you're vulnerable to attack, right? And that's where you get the sleep attacks, right? Most people get uh what do you call it? Yeah, people with apnea. Sleep apnea is a condition where you stop breathing for short periods of time while you're sleeping. It can cause you to wake up gasping for air, right? Often with no memory that this is occurring. If you have sleep apnea episode and you are not in your body at the time, you're risking a serious health situation. With your soul in your body doesn't move. Okay, let me read that over again. Without your soul in your body doesn't move, right? So that's where most of the when people be like, you know what I'm saying, they can't move. That's all it is. They soul ain't in their body. It's still trying to get back to the body, right? So they ain't gonna be able to move. So let's continue. With sleep apnea, you need to turn over on to your side to help you breathe. And most of the time that people project, they do it from their backs, right? Exactly. So be careful if you're prone to apnea episodes. People looking for an escape or direction. A lot of people who gravitate towards astral travel are looking for more than their own lives can provide, right? Whether that's excitement, danger, or adventure. You can become addicted to astral projection and spend too much time playing in the astral world, right? And that's true, man. Because like I said, you get used to going to these different, realms. They do get addicting. Please use astral projection responsibly. Your body needs you in it, right? And your life is worth living. Say that again. Your body needs you in it, and your life is worth living. Don't use astral projection to avoid handling the things in your life that you need to handle, right? Of course, common sense right there, right? They'll just be waiting for you when you get back anyway. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Says soul is light. Everyone doesn't have a soul, right? For real. People who want to spy on others or be bad guys. yes, you. Yes, when you're astro, you can see what your friends are doing, right? You can spy on the presidents of the United States, right? Remote view and all that different stuff. and you can watch girls taking showers, all that, right? But come on now, have some moral fiber, right? If you wouldn't do it while you're in your body, why do it outside of your body? Plus, you're going to find that when you're astral, those binary human things aren't of interest to your soul exactly. It's not going to be easily to accomplish as you think it will. The other concern is that if you sink to a depth where you violate the freedom or privacy of others, you're moving to a vibration that could easily attract some of the some of the more negative entities, right? Because that's what they do, the demiurge, right? That wander the astral plane. They always wondering, uh, do you really want them to be your new best buddy, right? Attached to you. Um, yes, whispering things in your ear when you're not able to slop them off, right? And you just say you've been warned, right? But we ain't got no fear, family. We just, letting you know what it is. People who aren't committed to safety, astral projection can be amazing. Okay, yeah, astral projection can be amazing spiritual experience, or it can become a nightmare. If you want to jump into the shark infested ocean without a cage to protect you, you're asking to get bitten, right? It's like climbing a rock face with no rope or safety harness. Yeah, you might make it, but with the right equipment, you can do this safely. Invest in time and knowledge to make this a safe experience for yourself. Yeah, you talk about the suicidal and depressed people. Astral projection will put you right in the middle of being alive and dead. Been there before, you know what I'm saying? I think they call it purgatory, right? If you're suicidal, you could probably find a way to cut your astral card, right, or your silver card, what we was talking about. That's in the Bible, the silver card. That's basically the medical card to you and your soul, right, your higher self, and be done with life. If you're depressed, you may be tempted to stay out of your body a lot longer than it is healthy for. It's like a sucker diving with a sinus infection, right? Or trying to climb a mountain with two broken legs. Your best actual experiences will come if you're whole in body, mind, and spirit, right? That's why we say you gotta work on the body, mind, and spirit. You know what I'm saying? You make sure you're ready. Otherwise, you're going to be a tasty food for a stronger entity who wants to eat you for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And that's it on that first little chapter. The next chapter we'll get back on it, family preparing to project, right? Um yeah, said don't they don't like to think, right? Well, whatever Paul says goes. Think about it. Whose words are quoted? Jesus or Paul, right? And let's see what I would say. Oh, you talking about my dreams? Yeah, I mean, we just covering it over to just to, you know what I'm saying, put it out there, family. But yeah, it's a lot of realms you can go into if you really set your heart onto it, right? And you gotta ask yourself why you doing these things, right? Uh, Cause you ain't gotta, like we said last show, you ain't gotta get on no damn spaceship to go to Mars, right? You really can do all that yourself, right? Within the mind, you can leave out your body and do all those things yourself. So Yeah, family, I appreciate y'all timing in. As I said earlier, I hope that answered everybody's questions that I answered earlier. And y'all know we appreciate y'all for timing in. Peace to the gods and the goddesses. Rising power to that Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice energy. Oh, okay, okay. He was answering her question. Gotcha, gotcha. Appreciate that, Tim. You already know how we do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yes, peace, love, light, and respect to the family. And y'all already know. Rising power to all the gods, man. We in a new month. Um, we just gotta stay strong, family, and hopefully we can get out this time loop here soon. I know, they were saying Trump talking about running again, so we already know all these people playing their role, man, and playing the game they've been playing since day one, right? The mind games, the mind fuck games, and playing around with us. You know what I'm saying? But like Uncle Bobby say, they can't avoid that ass whooping that's coming for them, for real. So with all that being said, family, y'all already know we the truth. Love y'all, and we out. Peace.